that will walk up to Corinne and say, Corinne, you are so beautiful. Her mother would say, she lying to you. She just saying that because she want to fuck your father and you look like your father. I'm like, damn, mama's a hater. Already done so, please remember to like, share, and subscribe because it is so important to my success here on the YouTube. And if you are not already a part of our Patreon book club, please remember to hit the Patreon link below, and for a small $5 monthly fee, you can be privy to all of the shenanigans, okay, before YouTube gets it, if YouTube gets it. Now, let's talk about Corinne. Y'all know I'm from DC. My city is always behind me. But Corinne Steffans. Wouldn't it be funny if her name was Kern Steffans or Stevens and she just changed that shit, okay, just to be different? But anyway, Confessions of a Video Vixen, Part 2. I named this chapter, Every Hoe Got a Story, for a reason, okay? Now, I ain't making fun of the girl because a lot of things that happened with Kern/Yvette happened with me in my life. So I ain't making fun of the lady. I'm just every hoe got a story, so you got to listen to her. This one might be a little sullen, so I might not be so funny or hilarious or, comedic in this situation because the bitch telling her story, okay? So anyway, where we left off at, she was enamored with Vin Diesel. She met him at the movie Reed. The first shoot, for a man apart, was at Zuma Beach in Malibu. She was on set and officially an actress. She went to catering, then hair and makeup. She is thinking about all the trials and tribulations that she has surpassed, okay? Her abusive childhood, the assault, the stripping, the runaway part. She was moving towards success. Now she is flashing back to her childhood, okay? She expressed how she hated her mother. Mama, she said straight up, she hated her. And I'm like, damn, that's a strong word. But she was like, no, I hate that bitch. She said that she would be nauseated, anticipating the time from when her mother got off work to when she would come through the door. She remembered having these feelings since she was about 3 years old. Ugh. Anyway, she described her mom as a beautiful Puerto Rican and Jamaican woman who did not have any female friends. I'm telling y'all, whenever bitches be like, I don't trust women, I don't have no female friends. Most of them bitches be hoes. You be like, how you don't have no female friends? You got all male friends? Them male friends are going to fuck you eventually, girl. They gonna try and fuck you, okay? Unless you grew up with them like from your childhood or something like that. But you can't just meet a dude on Tuesday and then all of a sudden he's your friend. No, girl, he gonna try and fuck you on Wednesday. She said that her mother based her existence on men. Some men, Kern was even forced to call uncle. Okay. Her mother was in a vicious cycle of trying to get a dude, keep a dude, and losing a dude. Yikes. She remembers the night that while her mom was pregnant, she said that she was in the bed and her mother came in and picked her up. Now, this is why her mom is pregnant, but her mother came in, picked her up, and put her, Kern, in the bed with her little sister. Okay, so Kern says that she believes because her mammy needed the bed. Okay, now, who knows what the hell she needed the bed for, blank. Okay, but she said she was crammed in a crib so that her mammy could have the bed to herself and whoever she needed to get in the bed with her. She said when her mom was pregnant, she remembered her mother begging the father of the child that was in her belly not to leave her. The nigga left anyway. Kern/Yvette said that she was 8 years old at the time that situation happened, when her mammy was in the hallway, begging the dude, please don't leave me, please don't leave me. Kern said that's what the bitch get, okay? Because her mother was, I guess, this, evil witch that radiated pain throughout the universe, okay? And it was her turn to receive that pain back. What Corinne also said was that her mother's reputation for being a hot pussy was so notorious that when the girl went to school, the teachers would talk about her mammy. Your mammy a hoe. She a hoe. She around here sucking dick, okay? Or when she was in the neighborhood, they was talking about her mother and her mother's antics and trying to get all these men to like her. The best thing for her mammy to do is to move to Africa or something. Corinne says that the disdain for her mother was mutual, meaning that her mother hated her just as much as Karrine hated her mammy. But Karrine says that the reason that is because when her mother looked at her child, I will always say this to the end of the earth, it's something about them mothers and them oldest daughters. I don't know why in the fuck the mother looks at the daughter like competition instead of her child. I don't know why. You bitches need to get it together. That's going to be a constant thing that, I don't know, African American women, you need to overcome that bullshit. She said that her mother looked at Corinne like she knew that Corinne was going to be everything that she couldn't be. In fact, there were times that people would see Corinne and her mother together, and it would be other women that would walk up to Corinne and say, Corinne, you are so beautiful. Her mother would say, she lying to you. She just saying that because she want to fuck your father and you look like your father. I'm like, damn, mama's a hater. She says that her father was a charismatic New Yorker, okay? She said that she was made to believe that her purpose on earth was to make her father stay with her mother. It didn't work because the pappy left St. Thomas, because that's where she is, and moved back and went his ass right back to where he came from. Corinne said that she was born August 1978, Virgo. Her mother was 18 at the time and her father was 26. When her dad went back home to New York, Karrine and her mother stayed with their grandmother, okay? She thought of her grandmother as her guardian angel. So the problem with staying with the grandmother was that the house was full, okay? So she had a couple of uncles there, a couple of cousins there, a couple of aunts there, plus Karrine, her mammy, and her two sisters, and the grandmother. So it was a total of 10 people. They was all crammed up in that house. Now, Grandma Vivian had the 7 children. Okay, that's her name, her grandmammy. Grandma Vivian had 7 children. Her mother, Corinne's mother, was the youngest child, and damn baby girls, oh my God, and the lightest. So because she was the lightest, she thought she was the best. And because her father, meaning Corinne's mother's father, was the only man of the 7 children of the grandmammies to marry her. She said as she got older, her mother's abuse got more vicious and cruel. Grandmother could never understand as to why that lady was so goddamn mean to her daughter. She called her grandmother the guardian angel. She was there to protect her. Whenever the mother's abuse was too overboard, the grandmother would intervene. Thank God for grandmothers. So eventually, her mother got sick and tired of the grandmother getting in her business. Plus, she was tired of all the ladies calling her a hoe down there to the St. Thomas Island. So she packed her shit and her kids, and she moved to Florida. When she was in school, she was an outcast. She always wore the same clothes every day. She never received anything new, nothing special about her. She didn't stand out in any way, okay? Her mother, on occasion, would make her some dresses, like if they was to have something special, but it wasn't from the store. So it still was something that was made fun of, because you know children can be vicious and cruel and terrible and bastards. At the end of the 5th grade, a boy named Kevin noticed her. He had blonde hair and blue eyes. So after school, she invited Kevin and another boy and one of her BFFs back to her house. Now, what she would do, okay, let's say she got home at 3:30 because school let out at 3. I don't know how they do things in where they Tampa. Okay, all I know is about DC. But when she got out of school, she went straight home. She had a solid 2 hours before her mammy got home. She said she used that time wisely. So sometimes, you know, she would make out and she would kiss. And she kissed the dude, Kevin. And she said for the first time, she felt loved and wanted. And she liked that kiss. Karrine was a latchkey kid. She couldn't go nowhere. She couldn't do shit. That's because you was the oldest. And your job as the oldest girl is to just watch the kids. That's all you do with your life. Is just fucking watch the kids. Okay? But anyway, I digress. You see, a bitch got a little bitterness in her heart. She couldn't go to the mall. She couldn't go skating. She couldn't do the normal things that kids would do. Now, I don't know about 5th grade. How old are you in the 5th grade? What is that, like 11? That's a bit too young to be, you know, kissing boys and, you know, going out on your own. I don't know. I think 13 is a good age for, you know, you to start venturing out on your own. But, hey, I ain't got no kids, so I can't really say for sure. Now, when she turned 13, she had a best friend named Charlene. Now, the special thing about Charlene was that Charlene was a it girl. She was a cool girl. She dressed nice. And she felt special because Charlene found interest in her. And strangely enough, her mother also liked Charlene because Corinne's mother liked Charlene. Corinne's mother would allow Corinne to go to the mall with Charlene, okay? And one day they went to the mall together. She felt a sense of freedom because she never gets to do that, okay? Now, how it was supposed to go was Charlene's mother was supposed to pick them up from the mall afterwards. Now, they outside the mall waiting for Charlene's mother, okay? Answer no, Charlene's mother ain't nowhere to be found because this is an old trick. The car that pulled up for real was an old car full of dudes, okay? Charlene say, yeah, let's hop in. Corinne finally figured out that that was a lie that Charlene told her mother, saying that her mother was going to pick them up after the mall. Karrine said it was 3 boys in the car, and all of them were out of her league. I don't know what the hell that means, out of her league. What that mean when somebody is out of your league? I don't know what that means. They drove around for a short spell and then ended up at an apartment. So let me add this. When they got to the apartment, it was 2 more dudes in the house. Okay. So, girl, I could tell your ass ain't, you know, been trained properly because, listen, don't trust them new niggas over there. You never trust niggas. Never, because they take pussy. You in a house with 5 dudes. It's only 2 girls. What you think is going to happen? Okay? Something getting taken. All right? I don't care if it's your fucking sneakers, but something going to get taken. So everybody was getting to know each other. And she had taken a shine to a dude named Ronnie. Ronnie had taken a shine to her. Eventually, Ronnie says to Corinne, come with me. Come here. She followed him to the bathroom, okay? They in the bathroom necking, okay? The next thing he said to her is, are you a virgin? Now, if you have not already done so, please remember to like, share, and subscribe because it is so important to my success here on the YouTube. Now, remember this. The same people that you meet on the way up will always be the same people that you meet on the way down. Naysayers, my Patreon book club, have a good one. Peace. Oh, yes.